Now, as Ryan, Trenton, and Sean grab your attention towards the world of sports, food, and entertainment, and away from the things that are probably more important, we apologize for nothing and anything that may be spoken, learned, or forgotten today. This is the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Bones.
So I take it you've heard them.
Hello, and welcome to the Real Tree Shaker Show. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Rattle-Me-Bones Trenton after the intro there.
Rattle-Me-Bones. Rattle-Me-Bones. And I'm Sean, and welcome everybody to the Real Tree Shaker Show, where when we're tired, we don't tap out. But welcome to our Halloween edition, guys. Welcome. It is that trick-or-treat time of the year. Yes. I mean, could you imagine kids tapping out? Like,
what do you mean, kids?
Just anybody, like tapping out. I'm too tired to go trick-or-treating.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah. No, I can't imagine.
I mean, I get the whole, I'm too tired to clean my room or, do my homework. Right. But that's like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
I definitely tapped up my homework, that's for sure.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, let it all also be known that, guys, it is Pancake Day.
Wow.
It is also Internet Day, World Stroke Day, and it's also National Oatmeal Day. So if you fall into one of those categories, and it's also National Cat Day, just to make my daughter happy. But guys, let's start.
Sigma?
Whoa.
What was that?
This building I actually walked by to H-E-B on the wall. It's a business that's closed down, and on the mirror, somebody had written Skibbity in the dust. So
I am Skibbity Riz.
It's probably the disc golf shop that's over there. That was there.
It's a little way, it's a little ways down, but yeah, I don't know. So the Riz is somewhere. It is somewhere. But let's start.
So what in the world is World Stroke Day? I mean, I know where my mind's going with it, but
well, it could go two ways.
Oh, that's.
I bet it can.
We'll just leave this.
I'm not talking up down. Right?
Maybe we'll just leave this.
I meant two subcategories, but all right, we are off to a good start as always. But
glad I got my answer, my question answered.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Let's refocus the people. But guys, today in 1960, this famous boxer made his boxing debut. Who is it?
Ali.
Very good.
Just to say him or Foreman?
Yeah, I know. George Foreman. Ryan, you have a George Foreman girl, I bet.
I do.
You do. I knew
Foreman was like 64 or 65, I think, when he debuted. I think somewhere around there.
Yep. Today is also the anniversary of LeBron James's NBA debut back in 2003 with the Cavaliers. He looks so young in that, but he was. Today, in 2018, Klay Thompson hit how many threes to set an NBA record?
11?
I want to say 15?
Was it in the quarter or the game?
The game.
Oh, 18, right?
2018. He hit 14 three-pointers.
14.
Set the NBA record.
Damn.
Also
I remember
today,
that too.
1863, the Red Cross was established. So maybe that's why Stroke Day is today as well.
Go.
Bob Ross was born today, guys, back in 1942.
Little trees.
Little trees.
There you go.
Correct. Also one other rider.
Beat the devil out of it.
And last but not least, the first ever You Got Milk commercial was released on TV today.
Wow. And most important, 29 years ago, the Braves won the World Series.
Absolutely. Yay.
On this day.
On this day.
Yay, we're old.
Yeah. It's 30 years ago.
Yeah, that was the It's About Time we won World Series, and the one we won a couple years ago was the it's about time again
Yeah.
that we win.
Guess we'll wait another 25 years for the next.
Well, last night, Ryan, Trenton sent you a thing on Messenger. I don't think you got it or responded properly because he said, big band, big show coming to Austin in November. You know who it is.
I saw with some laughing. Who?
Some laughing? Yeah, I was laughing.
You had some laughing emojis by
Yes. But you didn't even take a gander into it. Your boys Creed are coming here, man.
Let's go.
Don't play
I told you he'd say that.
Yes, let's go.
He's just playing like he doesn't even have tickets already.
He told us about the concert when you were here for the Green Day show.
Would y'all really not go or what?
Do what?
Would y'all go or no?
Does this face look like it's going to tell you yes?
Where's it at?
Why do I care?
Well, I figured you looked it up. You might as well know.
Oh, no. Sean mentioned it. I did not look any further than the messenger.
Okay.
I believe it is at the Moody Center. So
okay.
Everybody
perfect.
get your
Let's go.
fans and make sure you bring them with you. But you knew that show. Come on. Whatever.
Let's go rock out.
All right, Ryan. I asked T this question, and he didn't truly ask me this. But if you could put a restaurant, any restaurant in your house, what would you pick?
Taco Bell. I'd copy Devontae Adams' Taco Bell.
You want to think about that?
No.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
What about you, Jason?
Yeah, Jason,
as he walks away.
What'd you get? One restaurant that you could have in your house. Or
Rose's Cafe.
Okay.
Take it back.
See, Rose's back in the day, though. Now they suck.
Yes.
Yeah, now they kind of suck.
Oh.
I didn't even think about it. Corner Stop.
See, Corner Stop would be good. But I don't know.
I said Shakey's.
Shakey's, yeah. That's right. Yeah,
for sure.
That's a good one. I don't know.
If I could have the whole Shakey's in my house, for sure. Game room included.
That's a big house.
I was going to say,
hell yeah.
That's all. I see Marie would be like, hell yeah, now I could bring like another 50 dogs in and
I just move into barn dominium.
Barn dominium. Petting zoo. $5 a head.
I'm telling you, it'll work.
Man, you put the kids through college doing that.
Yep.
You could
for
put
sure.
college.
Get some goats and sheep. Let them world stroke them. So yeah.
World Stroke Day.
World Stroke Day. Okay.
See, I fit it in there somewhere.
There you go.
That's what I do.
That's the dominant topic as we are a sportscast. But okay, so we've been watching, all the games, and trying to have two TVs set up in the living room with two different sets of games going on. But why the hell do they only play the same damn 6 commercials?
I've been telling you this for a while now.
That's always during games. It's always the same damn ones. It gets old.
I just don't get it. And it's different channels. So it's like, come on now. There's got to be more time to put good commercials out other than the Super Bowl. And half of them are just terrible. Like, who approves these commercials?
The bidding
What's
war.
one y'all remember? Is it like a medicine or something?
We not. We go be.
Yeah, like every pill that you could take to make you better and kill you at the same time.
I know that's one of them. It's always a pill or
Liberty Mutual. Like those are okay. Geico's are okay. Progressive's okay, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just
they must think the world's dying because they want to sell us medicine and insurance. So must be a sign.
You gotta have insurance to buy the meds, anyways. So
true.
All right. So one more question. We'll talk a little NBA. So I want to get y'all's thoughts on this whole Joel Embiid not wanting to play back-to-backs this year and sitting out.
Nothing is
load management.
Why?
I understand that Embiid's trying to be healthy for the playoffs, but he's also guaranteeing they're going to make the playoffs with that mentality, and I don't think that's the right approach. Also, you have to get your body into game form, especially with all professional sports. I mean, any sport at all, or any of them in particular. But like, I just don't know. And ever since he said that, it annoyed me. And just now it's like waving a towel during free throws when you know you're not supposed to do it and stuff like that. And that, it's just little things just keep adding up. And just he's as a freak athlete that he is, like he's turned into a very annoying person to me. I
feel it's going back to his early days when he played. When he came out, he was injury prone, super injury prone in college, and his first few years in the pros when they were going through the process, and he pretty much was like out for 2 seasons or something.
2 full seasons.
So
he's missed 46% of the games he could potentially have played.
Yeah, so
I don't know
what's new for him,
for real. And I mean, if anything, it's just like, don't say you're not going to play back-to-back games. Just maybe say like, no, I'm not. I don't plan on playing all 82 of them because I want to, make sure my body is okay for the playoffs. Or just word it different. Just don't be so high and mighty. Oh, I ain't doing that. I get paid, billion or millions of dollars, but I'm not playing back-to-back games. It's like even though we talk down on it, but LeBron, like he's out there doing his thing every single night. And so and don't get me wrong, LeBron's a completely different athlete than Embiid is, but like you gotta shut your mouth, man. Yeah, and you need to go accomplish stuff before you start talking like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, LeBron did play a back-to-back the other night and ended up with a triple-double. So, and I don't know. So, what should the NBA do with this? I think I have one clear-cut solution. Like, if you don't have a true injury and you don't play, you don't get your game check.
Yep, I agree.
If they would allow that, sure, but I'm sure the NBA PA is not going to allow it. I do agree they should do that. I'm just talking about, can they legally do it?
True.
So
for sure,
I agree that they should do that, but
I mean, I get like if you
they have all the power. The NBA players have all the power. That's because of LeBron. The owners have shit for power now.
Well, it's David Silver.
What can they demand? Yeah, Silver can. I mean, he's influenced by the players because he knows that's what sells in the sport, not the owners.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to, put your stars out so everybody can see them, and that's how you promote the league and grow the league. But if you're using them to promote the league, but then they're not playing, kind of, oxymoronish in a way.
Even
in a way, yeah.
Think about the kids that and the parents, even at that too. They get like one opportunity or two to be able to go, watch.
Yeah, they go spend $500 and
then also it's just like, oh, I'm not playing tonight. It's like, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it just. I get it. Like, I get it when they have to have like days off and rest days and stuff. I do. I'm not saying that someone should have to play 82 games. I'm not saying that. But like, you gotta approach it a little bit better than that, though. Like, just imagine. I just like I said. I mean, even myself going to a basketball game and thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna see so and so and so and so, and I get there and it's like, 3 out of 3 of them aren't playing. It's like, well, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though I didn't, cry about it, but at the same time, it was like, oh man, just imagine a kiddo. I mean, that's their love, and they love that player and they want to see him, and then it's like, oh, I just don't do that.
Yeah, negotiate and make the season 70 games. And if a player sits out, they have to stay behind and sign every autograph. That's what I'd do. They still got to go to the game if they sit out, and they got to sign anyone that comes up for an autograph or wants to take a picture. There you go.
I like
Good
that.
trade-off.
I definitely wouldn't argue with you on that, Ron.
So,
well, I mean, just watch at the end of the year. If we remember, we'll take a look at all the top players, right, in the league, and watch them. How many of them are right at that 65 mark games
Yeah,
played.
they
That's when
qualify.
you're eligible for the awards.
Yep.
So we'll see how many superstars are like that. And I get when you clinch, maybe sure you rest them, but play them shorter minutes because, like you were saying with Embiid, you got to play to get in game shape. And it's like you can, and with his history, it would help him to play and just take it easy.
Sure.
I don't know, but
I just think it's weird that he recruits Paul George to come over there, or in a way, and he comes over, and then it's just like as soon as Paul George isn't in the, well, I guess I don't know who got hurt first or whichever, but it was just like, no, I'm not playing back to back, and it's like this dude came over here to win a championship, man, and you're the star of the team is just saying you're not going to play back to back games. That's not something I'd like to hear. I'm just saying.
well, Joel Embiid was able to play in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Back-to-back
Back-to-back games, yeah. So, I don't know. Paul George left one load management dude and Kawhi Leonard, who might
Came
be
to
even
another
worse than Joel Embiid. So, maybe it's just
He's
Paul
the
George.
one that started it all.
He needs to work on his spider sense, sniffing out the bullshit. But, guys, tonight we could be facing our last night of baseball as the Dodgers are up 3-0 going for the sweep. Does it get done tonight?
Like I told Sean, I can't root for the Yankees anyway, but he made it quite clear that he's going to be in rehab for a few weeks after baseball ends. So,
I mean, hopefully just end it. You know, Yankees have choked and can't say I don't hate it. So, but
did you guys the game one, the walk-off grand slam? Did you see the kid who caught the ball? He's he's a 10-year-old kid, and his parents told him that they were going to the dentist instead of going to the ball game, but then they pulled up to Dodger Stadium. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Really neat.
But, I mean, the Yankees can't win if that man who is on fire, Freddie Freeman, has more hits, RBIs, and home runs than the Yankees as a team do. So
if the Yankees get swept, or Cashman and Boone gone, or is this going to be another season of 90-plus wins and playoff debacle, or what?
I don't see them getting rid of them because of the success in the regular season and getting to the World Series. And because I feel like if they were going to get rid of them, they would have a couple years ago. But same time though, are they improving at all by keeping them? I don't know. I think
Soto's going to go, right? Soto's gone, isn't he? Probably.
I think now, yeah.
Probably.
They get swept.
You look at it, even coming into maybe even coming into the playoffs, it's like they literally had 3 hitters that were doing anything, and they were carrying the team. And even that, Stanton wasn't really doing much. He started to heat up toward the end of the regular season, but it wasn't like they came in there like let's say, for example, the Braves last year. It was just like 1-9. It was like, oof, who do you want to face? You look at that Yankee lineup, it's like, okay, we can pitch around this dude, we can pitch this guy full force that's batting 125. And it's like, so they need to. I've always said it. You can't just buy your team and fill in voids. You have got to develop players. And I know they have a few that have come up that they have. But like it shows. It absolutely shows. So
true. I agree.
And props to the Dodgers. They are, which I don't necessarily like to do, but if you look at it, it's like you don't have half your starting pitching, if not your entire rotation outside of Buehler, and then Buehler, and then you're using your bullpen correctly. They're coming in. Analytics or not, it's just they're just doing the right thing. They're shutting them down,
and Dave Roberts has been criticized for that in the past, but this series, man, it's been masterful. So.
Yep.
Really, the whole playoffs has been for them.
If they get it done. It is a bullpen game tonight for the Dodgers. But, if you look at it, we were all, especially me, Judge versus Ohtani, 2 MVPs, clear cut, this year. But right now they're combined 2 for 23 with 15 strikeouts in the World Series.
Yeah.
So, and Judge is the highest strikeout, the highest whiff rate now in postseason history. So I just don't get it. But I mean, we were talking about it the other night, me and Trenton, and it was like it's easy how they're pitching him. Early fastball, he's late on it, and then all those sliders and changeups away, and he keeps swinging at it. So,
and it stinks too, because I mean, I actually have a lot of respect for Judge. I really, really do. But it just reminds me of another A-Rod situation. It's like you bring someone in, or not necessarily bring them in, but you put up those numbers, and it's like, oh, here we go, and then you get to the playoffs, and they're nowhere to be found. And I mean, part of me, yes, regular season stats, cool. You got us here, you got us to this point, but you need that bat really bad in the playoffs. I mean, look at Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman didn't do much during the regular season outside just
he was hurt most of the year too.
Yep, fill in here and there, and platoon kind of player. But like, look at him, like that's it's like that to me is what always makes a World Series team, is finding those players, role players come alive at the crucial moments. So
that's what the postseason is. Because all the superstars struggle. All the superstars typically struggle.
Who's going to step up usually?
Ben Zobrist.
Something,
Yeah.
Hey, got it done.
Yeah, they did. So
I mean, am I going to sit here for 1 second and feel bad for the Yankees? Absolutely not. So,
and they want to disown Judge. I've been reading the comments from Yankees fans. I'm like, geez, man, like, okay, I get it. He struggled mightily, but they're talking about getting rid of him.
They can get mad at him all they want, but it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to trade him to who? Because you're probably going to end up trading him to a Red Sox, a Dodgers. You're going to trade him to someone you're going to have to face, and then who are you going to replace him with? Like who? So I mean, hopefully again, for his sake, hopefully he can improve in the future.
Yeah, but like you said, he was one of the main reasons that they're in this position right now. So it's like, who's going to, if Soto leaves and you get rid of Judge, I mean, you're easily the worst team in the AL East.
For sure.
Easily. Even below low budget Tampa Bay. But this is the first time the Yankees have trailed 3-0 in the World Series since 1976. And they also got swept that year. So I just want more baseball, all right? I just finished The Comeback on Netflix. Sorry.
He's upset about this.
But that just got me going. Like, I want to see Game 7. I mean, I don't want baseball to end. So.
Well, I always root for Game 7s. It's some of the best stuff, but I can't.
If it's the Yankees, I'm good with it.
Man, right, coming from a guy who hasn't watched a single moment of postseason. So.
I'm like, it's been over for a few weeks for me. So.
Braves aren't in. I don't care.
I'll watch it if it's on, but I'm like, I don't make it a point to set up a TV to watch to put baseball on, So I'll be like, if I flip through and nothing else on, why not?
Is he making fun of us right now? I mean, would you rather just have a TV just sitting in the corner not being used, or you don't actually put it to use? So we put it to use.
There you go. Hey.
Well,
I would just put it on another football game.
What? You don't watch the game, so don't pay me. Go get yourself.
I'd rather watch Major League than the World Series. The movie Major League than the World Series right now. So I'd rather watch a movie about baseball. But that's just me.
I don't even know what to say back to that. But
well, I mean, I love the movie.
I do too. But I mean, I get it. Your team's not in. You're not going to pay attention. Cool. I mean, what else is on a Tuesday night tonight?
So, there is a college football game on tonight.
Oh, we've watched in the last couple of weeks, and you're gonna watch that over the World Series?
Maybe.
All right. Here comes 0-7 against 1-6. Like, awesome.
Yeah. The Miaks, the Schmiak. Yeah. Well,
I'll catch up on Tulsa King or the Penguin.
There you go. That's okay. But Ryan, I just got to ask you. How about them Cowboys? Are you ready to admit that the Cowboys are frauds and that it's time to reboot?
I mean, well, if it was, they can't reboot now after signing their players to these max contracts, but are they frauds? I mean, they're not a very good team right now. So I will say that they're not a very good team right now. So
right now, when had they started the season being a good team?
I mean, they
were a playoff team last season.
You're talking. So what? You had a run game last year. You had another threat. I mean, I'm not even doing this.
What the fuck's that got to do with anything?
I'm not doing it.
All right, well, let's switch to a good team. How about the Lions, guys? Over the last 5 games, the Lions have more touchdowns than incompletions. Jared Goff throws for 85 yards, and they still put up a 50-burger on those awesome Tennessee Titans.
It was impressive, especially because what impressed me in the beginning is that the Titans came out and punched them straight in the mouth, which I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And so to be up on them, and then look at this cockaboose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But either I don't know. Just I mean the Titans are bad, and we know that. But just the way the Lions kind of held themselves together, and then not only defensively and offensively made the turnovers, got them in a short field and such, and just capitalized on every opportunity they had. I mean, props to them. Best team in the NFC.
Yep. I like that they were going for halfback passes and fake punts and all sorts of shit. Even up by 3 or 4 scores. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Campbell wants to make a point.
Yeah, New York Giants, pay attention on how trick plays should actually be run. Pathetic.
I know, right?
Yeah. I don't even know if pathetic is a strong enough word for that.
I mean, it's
so who's to blame for the Giants' season then? Because Belichick was making Dayball sound like the greatest mind in football last night. When Belichick was talking about Dayball, he's great. He knows it all. He's a wonderful football mind.
Yeah, well, I mean,
maybe he's better as a coordinator and not a head coach.
Belichick was a wonderful football mind, and the moment he lost Tom Brady, what happened?
True.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it all on Dayball. I mean, a lot of it comes down to the players, from what I can see.
I think they made the GM made the wrong choice with Jones over Barkley, like me and
absolutely
Sean were talking about earlier.
You should have franchised Daniel Jones, and then you could sign Saquon long term, and everything would have been all right.
I mean, you could have gone and signed Flacco too, since he was out there, and at least had some time to not necessarily decide on what you're going to do, but at least like a backup option if this isn't going to work. And clearly, at the same time, it's hard to blame Jones himself, but the offensive line has struggled. All those penalties last night.
I was about to say, yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Like, you have to, you get Tracy runs the ball for 8 yards or whatever it may be, and then all of a sudden it's some kind of
holding
or whatever backs him up.
Yeah.
And then,
well, the touchdown that got called back.
Touchdown also, I don't know how that's not a running into the kicker or roughing a kicker. That was just ridiculous. But
yeah, that punter. Where do they?
Yeah,
I saw that one too. I was like, why did they not call that?
Yeah, there's definitely
Steelers getting the calls.
Right.
It wasn't in the script, I guess.
I mean, that touchdown that we finally scored was the first touchdown in 22 possessions that the Giants had on offense, and it's just, I don't know. I thought it was a good game plan, but yeah, like T said, the penalties just killed all the momentum, and they were staying stride for stride. But I really think, and it hasn't even been talked about, but this guy's killing it in Green Bay. they miss Xavier McKinney.
Oh, yeah.
The Giants
He
secondary.
made plays all the time.
That guy was awesome. He played every
Now he's making plays for Green Bay.
Yeah, 6 interceptions. So
Every snap.
Hey, at least you got a couple good young kids and Tracy and Neighbors, you know.
Neighbors is
good
great.
Future.
Good. I really like Theo Johnson, tight end
Yeah.
production, but it just doesn't exist.
I was gonna say there was no TEP last night.
Don't worry about the Giants' defensive line. We got a solid middle linebacker, but you got it. I don't know. Like you said, what, Ryan? You'd had 71 starts already for the Giants, so that's more than enough time because that's I mean, what, almost
5 full seasons.
Yeah,
almost 5 full seasons.
Yeah, and he's already been, the knee injury, the neck injury. So I root for the guy. I don't wish any bad ill towards him, but just not the guy.
You know what Daniel Jones is.
Sure.
Yes.
I think we can all come to that conclusion and agree.
Yeah, so I wasted my free voucher for a jersey from the NFL shop on Daniel Jones thinking, like, this is the year, and I have not worn it in like 2 years. So
you know, I have no Redskin jerseys at all, just because that's how it's been for a very long time.
Do you have any Commanders jerseys, though?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, speaking about those Manders, how about that Hail Mary?
Oh, right?
I know.
Take it away,
Hail Hog. Oh, you want me to take it away?
Sure.
Yeah, I got up off the couch when they got that the Bears got the touchdown. I went and I don't know what I was doing, cooking food or something, or messing with something, because I knew the game was over. And I just hear Sean go, "You got to be kidding me!" And whatever I was doing, I just smiled and I was like, I already knew they completed the pass, and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "They won on the Hail Mary." I was like, "Oh, really?" But
dude, you didn't see it live?
I've seen it about 1,000 times. Not only right after the game, but
you synced it.
No, I didn't. I honestly, I synced it. I synced it 1,000 times, and I'll sync it another 1,000.
Right.
But I mean, it was disappointing before the Hail Mary or the Hail Hog because they were in complete control of the game, and the defense let them down, and they got beyond lucky with the Bears and their usual play calling at times and turning the ball over. But man, I mean, great win, lucky as can be. I think you go back to the drawing board though and get right back at it though, because you can't. There's not much to be crazy excited about after that, you know. So they got
they get the Giants.
Yeah, Giants always play them tough.
In New York.
It's in New York, so.
Well, dude, I'll be honest. I would probably rank Caleb like 4th. I'd probably put Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May, and then Caleb Williams. As far as what I've seen from him so far.
You'd put Drake May over?
I would. I think he's, in the limited time he's been there, he's been more impressive than Caleb.
Every snap.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I haven't been that impressed with him. I'll be honest. I haven't.
Rookie.
But at the same time,
so is Jaden.
You were sold on this guy coming in, and like he's going to be the next, not the next anything.
Yeah, you thought. I know you thought the
Who's
next
better right now,
thing.
Anthony Richardson or Caleb Williams?
Oh, Caleb.
Okay, Caleb Williams or Daniel Jones.
But that's not a high bar. You're setting the lowest bar, so come on.
I'm trying to work from the ground up, okay?
I would probably take Caleb over Daniel Jones.
In a heartbeat.
We'll trade him to the Giants then. There you go.
Jaden has the perfect situation because of Cliff Kingsbury. I'm just saying. I bet if Caleb was with Dayball, he'd be doing a lot better.
And Bo Nix has Sean Payton.
Exactly.
I was going to say, I don't.
And Drake May has, I don't
know. What's his name? The defensive Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. There you go. one of the mullet boy Belichick's or what?
Who knows? I don't know.
I wouldn't put it all on Caleb, though. I think a lot of it has everything to do with how the Bears have always run their offense. And so even though you bring in all these stud players and such, but like their O-line still, it doesn't necessarily help them. But just sometimes play calling, like I don't think you're
Matt Eberflus is not going to last. I promise you that.
I don't think so either. So,
why not call a timeout? I never got that. I was telling Kyson, he was here with me watching the games. I was like, why did the Bears not call a timeout before that Hail Mary? Like, Eberflus is a defensive coach. You call a timeout and you go over exactly what everyone's role is, you know?
And then not taking ownership.
Make sure they know it.
You don't take ownership and you blame it on the players. At the same time, the boy that was talking mess to the crowd.
Yeah, Stevenson, Tyreek Stevenson.
If you're a good coach in this league, like how many of your players are going to go do that? And if they do, do you think they're going to be on your team the next the next day? So
what if Belichick would have been his coach?
He would have been cut.
He would have easily been cut.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking the same thing.
Malcolm Butler for the Super Bowl. Remember that?
I wish Eli and Peyton would have asked him that last night. I was hoping they'd bring it up and say, Bill, we want to know what you would have done.
Right.
I think he kind of hinted around it. He talked a little bit around it. Like if you listen to him, like he was like, well, you got to take ownership of this and such. And he's like, but some people ride the bench. He said something about either riding the bench or would get cut kind of thing. So, but I mean, also I'm sure with them, with their show and such, like they probably cannot ask certain questions and things, or not necessarily they can ask them, I guess, but they just can't answer. Like
they're like, you're not Pat McAfee yet.
Yeah,
you don't have free reign yet.
Well, the Bears screwed up the play before, letting them get that quick, easy completion, right?
Yeah.
To set that up. And then you can't tell me you didn't see – nobody on the Bears sideline saw Stevenson doing what he was doing to where they should have been like, oh, shit, we should call timeout. So, I don't know. I think you got to get the right – offensive coach to Caleb Williams, and he'll take off. But Bears lost 2 more starting offensive linemen in the fourth quarter. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Just give it time. I mean, if Daniel Jones gets 71 starts, Caleb only had what? 7?
You can give him 50.
Yeah, tranquilo. All right. There's a reason Chicago is never, like T said, been offensively gifted or whatever. That's why I've never had a QB throw for 4,000 yards or 30 touchdowns in the season. So it's just bound to happen. But I don't know. Today, Anthony Richardson got benched for Joe Flacco, guys. Do we think it's because of or the helmet tapping?
Oh, it gotta be.
Or just crappy play?
I think it's a combination of both. Both. I mean, one is like he hasn't been good as talented as he is. He just doesn't have the game experience to be. That's not that he couldn't be good. It's just that he just doesn't look right. I mean, you bring Flacco in, and all of a sudden they look like a completely different team, almost like a playoff team. And I was saying, I think they should use Richardson more as a gadget guy for a little bit now. Like, not necessarily, as a tight end or anything, but like call some plays where he can come in, get his, do his thing, get some experience and such. But like
playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, I said a playoff team.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the right team.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not a good situation right now.
Yeah. Richardson started 13 games in college. He really doesn't have much experience as far as like playing. I think he has 23 total starts. What I was reading earlier, total NFL and college, or something like that. It might be more than that, but I just, you can never have your quarterback say, I need to come out ever. Like ever.
Ever.
I can't imagine. You want to talk about like Stevenson, we were just ragging on him, man. Oh my gosh. Your quarterback, your leader coming out of the game like that, that doesn't create a good sign for your team at all. Doesn't set a good standard at all. So that's where I think he made the mistake big time. So
I think he needs to sit.
We'll see. I mean, Flacco's been good. Yeah, I agree. He needs to sit and watch Flacco, and
plus you have Jonathan Taylor still there, so like he can, he can make some more balance, or he's going to make balance with the offense. He's got a gunslinger now that's accurate. They have the weapons on the offensive side to be able to compete, and I mean some of those throws he did on Sunday were just really awful. Really awful.
Yeah, 40%. I mean, 40. He's completing 40%, but I mean, when he's on, he's on. You saw some of those. That throw to Downs was like on point. That 69-yard touchdown. I mean, that was just an awesome throw. He has like moments of that where you think, man,
yeah. And then he throws 9
straight. Be accurate. He could be great. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
yeah. He's got a hell of a hose, man. But so did Jamarcus.
Yeah, he does.
True.
I
don't know. I don't know if he's the answer. But yeah, play Flacco, because look what he did for Cleveland last year. So,
would you trade Daniel Jones for Richardson right now?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. I'd rather just stay at Daniel Jones. They're pretty much both the same quarterback, but at least Jones is in the low 60s with his completion percentage. Just don't put him on prime time, okay? 1 and 2.
Richardson is younger, and you never know what he could be. He still has a chance to learn.
But I don't know, like trade him to McVay or one of these offensive, talented coach. Why not the Chiefs trade for him? I know he wouldn't ever play, but let him learn under Andy Reid or someone that knows what they're doing, for a couple of years.
Right.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see going forward what they do with that, because they got a good team, and Flacco will get Michael Pittman and Downs involved a lot more than
right. Well, Steichen's a good football mind too. I mean,
he's a good coach.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah,
but maybe that just shows you he just doesn't have it. So
true.
The verdict's still out.
It is still out, guys.
Yes.
So that since we talked about Taco Bell. Well, let's go ahead and get into rapid fire this week. So now,
I was going to bring up one thing. You saw Deontay Johnson got traded to the Ravens, so we'll see how that affects them. And then Jack Tuttle from Michigan retired.
Saw that.
I'm sure y'all saw that too. So
yeah, okay. That's the second QB
like it matters.
This is the second QB in college that's retired this week.
Old Tuttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
And the kid McCall.
Crazy.
So, but
McCall.
Well, I mean, I guess Tuttle's been there. He's played 7 years of college football. So yeah, maybe it is time to
had a concussion. 5 years in a row now, or something. So
yeah,
just didn't quite get it done. So I think he's got 7 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in his 7-year college career.
Yeah.
So yes, it is time to retire. But all right, so we are going to go to our true name on this segment now, where we're just going to do rapid fire. We're not going to announce the point spread, or do we want to do the point spread and the over under?
Sure.
Okay,
I don't mind if we do the over under.
Huh?
I like doing the over under.
Okay. All right. So, but quick pick on the team.
I can hear.
And your over under. That is true. My apologies.
And I'm also sitting right next to you.
My apologies.
Huh?
Dear Lordy, I apologize.
Ryan done messed up this year with all that intro stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Thing be ringing at times to time, and all of a sudden just hear, hello. It's like, no, that's not.
Hello.
Can we just turn this one back to mute real quick?
Well, guys, on Halloween night, the Houston Texans and their now Stephon Diggs team going to the Jets. 1.5 point favorite are the Jets. 42 is your over under.
taking the Texans and 42. I'll take the over.
Jets and under.
I like the Jets and under as well. All right. We've got a clash in the house, as in fantasy and in real life. The Mandos take on the Giants. 3.5-point favorites for the Manders on the road. 41.5 your over-under.
Take the Mandos, and based on how they played the last time they faced each other this season, I would take the under.
Giants and the over.
At least you got faith, but I got the Mandos and the over. And, hey, at least the Giants will have a kicker this game. All right, Ryan's Cowboys are traveling to Atlanta.
We had a kicker last night.
We did, yes. He was our MVP the first half.
Though it didn't seem like he could make a 50-yard field goal, though, because those 40-yarders were barely getting over.
Yeah.
So
it's tough down there. Those Yinzes in their wind make it a little tough. But Ryan's Cowboys are 2.5-point underdogs to the Falcons. 49.5 your over-under.
Falcons in the over.
Falcons and the over.
Oh, my.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. Man. You might have to call.
It's the big one, Elizabeth.
It is National Stroke Day. I think he is having one, but I'm going to go with the Falcons in the over. This will be a very high-scoring game. The Raiders at 2-6 going to Cincy, taking on those Bungles. This has got to be a must-win for them, but they are 7.5-point favorites. 44.5 your over-under.
I'm going to take the Raiders and the points and I'll take the over.
You pick two?
I don't pick the Raiders.
Raiders?
I just want I think the Raiders cover.
Oh, Raiders cover.
I don't trust the Bengals at all for anything.
I picked the Bengals to win and the under.
I am on the Bengals as
Are
well.
we picking to win or are we picking to cover the points?
No, to win, like we always do.
Win.
Yeah, give me the Bengals to win. If we're doing it like that.
And the over.
And over.
And the over. All right, the Patriots travel to the Titans in the game of the week. The Titans are 3.5-point favorites. 42.5 your over-under.
Do I even have to pick somebody? Give me the Pats and what was it? The 42?
42.5.
42.5. Yeah, Pats and the under.
I like the Titans in the under.
I hope they black out this game. It is the Titans in the under for me. The Broncos, good game coming here. Broncos traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. But the Ravens open up as 9.5-point favorites. 42 is your over-under.
I don't think the Ravens cover that, but I think the Ravens win the game. I'm gonna take the under.
Ravens in the under.
I am on board. Ravens in the under. That's a big point spread when both teams are 5-3. But
Yeah.
the Dolphins are traveling up to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Bills 6-point favorite. 49 is your over-under.
Bills and the over because the Dolphins don't play well up there.
Bills in the over.
I agree. Bills in the over. The Saints are going to Carolina. But the Saints are 7-point favorites. 40.5 is now your over-under.
Again, do I even have to pick a team?
There are ties.
I mean, I guess I think I saw something that Carr might play, but
Yeah, he's expected to play.
Give me the Saints in the over.
I got Saints in the over too, but they will not cover that spread. That's for sure.
What was the spread again?
7.
I don't trust them to cover that.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I'm going Panthers in the over. Chargers traveling to Cleveland. And Cleveland, you can't say the sky's the limit when people are on the moon.
Well, I'm going to snap back to reality. Hope there goes gravity. And take the... Who they playing?
They're
And the Bolts.
in the bowl.
I'll take the Bolts and the, what was the over-under?
42.5.
I'll take I'm going to take the under.
Winston has invigorated. Their Browns are going to eat a W. Give me the Browns in the under.
Man, you bet against your coach. He's done some weird things tonight. He took the Falcons, or he didn't take the Cowboys, and he's not taking Harbaugh.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know. I'm on that. I'm riding that W2. I like the Cedric Tillman kid. I think he's about to bust out.
Yep.
So pick him up in fantasy
Yep.
if you need him. But I like the Browns in the over. The Bears, off their heartbreak loss, are traveling to Arizona. The first place Arizona Cardinals, if you could believe that. But the Cardinals are only 1 point favorite at home. 47.5. Sure, over under.
I'm going to take the Cards, and I do think they hit the over.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals in the over. That too.
I agree. Cards in the over. Will be an entertaining game. The Jags are traveling to Philly, take on the Eagles. The Eagles are a 7.5 point favorite at home. 47.5. Sure, over under.
I'm going to take the Eagles and the over, and they might cover that too. They're
By themselves.
spread, yeah. No, by themselves.
I got the Eagles in the over as well.
I agree, but I like the under in this. Christian Kirk out for the year, and Brian Thomas is banged up, and so is ETN, so I don't see where Jacksonville can find any points. The Lions, which should have been a fantastic matchup, but the Lions are traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Lions are 3.5 point favorites, 48.5. Sure, over under. No Jordan Love potentially.
I didn't know he wasn't possible.
Potentially, because they have the bye next week.
Right.
So
I still want the Lions and the over. The Packers could win this game though if he plays.
I like the Lions and the under.
I'm with Ryan. I like the Lions and the under. Big running game coming. Rams back in the mix, traveling to those tailing off Seahawks. The Rams are 1.5 point favorites on the road. 45.5. Sure, over under.
Oh, I'm going to take the Rams and the over.
Yeah, Stafford's got his weapons back. Rams in the over.
Oh, yeah. You guys know where I'm going. I like the Rams in the over.
Shocker.
Yep. All right, our Sunday night game. The newly anointed Joe Flacco traveling to Minnesota to take on those Vikings, who have lost 2 straight. 5.5 point favorites of the Vikes. 47.5. Sure, over under.
I'm going to take the Vikes and the under based on just their better defense.
Yeah, I don't see the Vikings losing again at home, but I'm going to take the Vikings and the over.
I like the Vikes in the under, but I think this will be a pretty good game. Entertaining. All right,
Yeah,
Ryan,
I agree.
your Bucks traveling to KC to take those Chiefs on. Chiefs are opening up as 8.5 point favorites. 45.5. Sure, over under.
Oof. I mean, the over-under is the only difficult part of this, so the Chiefs for sure. I'll take the over.
I'm picking the upset. I'm going to lose it, but I'm taking the Bucks in the over. Unless the refs help the Chiefs win. I don't know. We'll see.
Big surprise.
Oh, here we go. All right, but I like the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs in the over. I don't know. I think there'll be some points here. Is Evans going to play?
No.
No? Okay. Well, still should be a good game.
Can't wait to hear what Ryan's going to say about the refs and the missed calls on that one.
Yep. The Niners and Steelers guys are on their bye this week. And I forgot to mention it, but congrats to T for the second straight week, winning rapid fire.
Good job.
12-4, 2 weeks in a row.
Good
And Ryan
job.
Bell
I know.
8-8.
Hey.
So now T has
Bad
taken
week.
the lead overall in the season. He's got a 3-game lead on Ryan.
Wow.
And I am 9 games back of Trenton. So I got some work to do, but we'll see. But, guys, the college football rankings, playoff rankings are about to come out on November 5th. So we got a big matchup this weekend as Ohio State, number 4, travels to number 3, Penn State. Who y'all liking that?
As of right now, because we don't know if QB or the Penn State QB is going to play.
Allard.
Yeah, so as much as I do want Penn State to win this game, as of right now and all the uncertainty, you have to take Ohio State here. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate to say it, the Suckeyes. If Allard doesn't play.
Yeah, if Allard doesn't play, then for me it's an easy decision. But if he plays, I know they struggle against Ohio State. But
Penn State whiteout
at noon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should be in prime time.
I feel like if he plays,
yeah, this game should be a primetime game by far.
Yeah.
Sucks it's not.
I know it's tough. If he plays, I kind of give it to Penn State, but I know they don't have a great track record against Ohio State. I know that. So
yeah, I don't know. Penn State's defense gonna have to make some plays to help the offense, give them short field, and I just don't know how you stop Jeremiah Smith. That kid could play in the NFL next year if they allowed him. But I still think Ohio State takes the win, but it won't be a bad loss for Penn State. They'll still be in the mix for a playoff spot. But it'll be interesting to see as we wind down this season. But as we wind down, it's time to relax and get quiet for the quiet storm.
Yes, you can find the Real Tree Shakers on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X. Please look for us on all the socials. You can also listen to our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon. Please listen, like, subscribe, heart, share, comment. We love you all. Happy World Stroke Day.
Oh, all right. Well, all you trick-or-treaters, be safe out there. Parents, make sure you do your due diligence and check all those kids' candies. Have a great, happy Halloween, everybody. Yes. And also, if you're in the Glassboro, New Jersey area, head up to Rowan University. It's my son's Jack's first performance in college this weekend.
There you go.
Congrats,
cool.
Jack.
Congrats,
That's
Jack.
awesome.
Love you, man. Great job.
Yes.
It's the first show I'm ever going to miss. It's such a heartbreak, but I know that he will dominate like always. I will tell him to break a leg because that's what you do in the theater. But thanks everyone's for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
This has been the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Spooky.